Welcome to week 4. I am so happy that you are still with me, and I truly think that this one is really gonna take home the cake. This is the one that's gonna be like bringing it all together, bringing a healthy lifestyle, and really tying in. Like the loose ends of I know that you can do really well, and then some people fall off on the weekend or whatever the case might be. And I want to help you change some of those mindsets today so that you can truly rock this as a lifestyle. So let me share my screen and let's get rocking as usual. If you have wins that you'd like to share with me, I really do want to hear them. I want to know, is this helpful? Is this working for you? Have you seen results, progress? And I am thinking, physically, but I'm also thinking mentally, right? Like, how has this changed your life? Do you have more energy, feel good, feel lighter, feel cleaner, and all of that stuff? So, okay, let's get rocking. Week 4, let's do it. Oh, that was cool. Okay, introduction 80/20. Remember this. 80% healthy and on track, 20% kind of more so not as healthy, whatever you want, kind of those treats. If we can follow 80/20 every day of the week, our life will be balanced with treats, without restriction, and while still reaching our goals. I love this. A treat a day keeps the binging away. Literally screenshot that or take a picture. A treat a day keeps the binging away. Let's talk about it. Treats can look like a lot of different things, okay? Some of the treats that I'm just thinking about at the top of my head, a chocolate peanut butter beach bar or a protein bar, a Shakeology kind of protein mug cake, a peanut butter banana protein shake, maybe some chips, maybe some cereal, pretzels, dark chocolate, a scoop of peanut butter, um, a scoop of peanut butter on a rice cake, whatever the case might be. If it's, if you're out, maybe it is like a small frosty or some french fries as a side, whatever the case might be, you can have treats because you don't have to be 100. And I think what we tend to do is when we think I have to be 100, I have to be 100, can't have that. I can't. It kind of makes us want it more, don't you think? You just can't stop thinking about the chocolate. But I will be honest, let me just tell you, sometimes people are like, but Kenzie, how do you not like just want to eat all the chocolate? And I'm like, I literally start my day with this is an example, a waffle with peanut butter. And then I have my shake, which is chocolate and then fruit. And then later in the day, I'll have my beach bar, which is chocolate. It's like a protein bar. And then after dinner, I'm often having another scoop of peanut butter. I feel like I'm treating myself all day, but they're healthier options. And so it's not really that I'm cheating, but I am getting that treat feeling because I am eating things that taste good. So sometimes if we can satisfy a treats craving with a healthy choice, like a protein shake that's chocolate, for example, but there are also a ton of healthy dessert recipes over on Pinterest or Google. Sometimes it just takes kind of researching and just like Googling it and seeing what's all out there. Serving size. Let me make sure I didn't skip it. Okay, no, I didn't skip anything. Serving size. A lot of times, foods themselves aren't that bad for us, but rather how much we consume of it. So when you're looking at something on the back, so let's just say I talked the other week about that Reese's Puff cereal. Well, let's just say you love Reese's Puff cereal. I don't know what the serving size is, but you could look on the back and it's probably like a half cup or a 3/4 cup. That is the serving size for that treat, rather than dumping a whole bowl full, which might be 1 to 2 cups, right? Which is then 3 or 4 times what the serving size is for those amount of sugars and calories and all that stuff. So just kind of being mindful about serving sizes. You don't have to obsess about it. I'm not saying for everything that you have, you can only have 10 pretzels and you need to count them, but just being mindful about it, right? Like if you're eating some Oreos, for example, you're having a little treat, maybe, a couple, 3, 4 Oreos rather than eating the whole row. Okay. You kind of with me there? It's the amount, like 2 or so pieces of pizza versus the entire pizza. Big difference, don't you think? So I was actually just listening to a podcast the other day, and she was explaining how she would have 3 coffees a day, at least 5 times a week. She added up the calories from overusing the serving size of coffee creamer each time she was fixing herself a coffee. It was as if she was eating an entire cake a day. Holy moly, in coffee creamer. And that is why she was gaining weight around her midsection. She was using way too much sugar and all that stuff. So a small but big serving size fail, right? So let's talk about the differences between cheating and just being normal. Okay. I said it before, 80-20 every day is a great goal. The less likely we are to restrict ourselves, the less likely we are to just go completely crazy. I challenge you to not have the mindset that you are cheating when you're having a treat or something that's off of your meal plan, but rather when you allow yourself to not be perfect, you allow yourself to be that other 20, you really will form a better relationship with food. So let's just talk about a couple of examples here. It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and there are donuts in the lounge. I make the conscious decision. Do I want a donut? And if I do, sure, I'm going to eat that treat and then I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to say, oh, now I have to have salads the rest of the day, or I don't deserve to have lunch, or whatever the case might be. Have it. What a treat I was given for being a teacher. And now I move on. Or if I don't want it, because that happens too, I'm like, I just had breakfast and my shake. I don't really want that. That's fine too. Then don't. Here's another example. I'm on vacation and a family member, she gets up early to prepare the whole household homemade biscuits and sausage gravy for everyone. And of course, I'm going to have biscuits and sausage gravy, right? Yum. So I'm going to have some. I'm going to have a normal helping, if that. I'm going to have, one biscuit cut in half, put my helping of sausage gravy on there. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to also add some blueberries onto my plate, and then I'm going to continue my day. I added in some blueberries, and now I'm going to continue my day. I may intentionally say that since I treated myself a little bit more, then maybe I am going to have a healthier lunch, though, that I am going to maybe have a lettuce wrap for my burger instead of having a big honkin' bun on bun and fries. I'm going to maybe lighten it up a little bit, add in some veggies, right? Let's move on. Just some general mindsets. I feel like this will be very helpful. Not eating is not better. Please eat the foods. That's why I started out with adding in, because I don't want you to think that not eating is good. You need to eat. Starting your day with breakfast and then having normal meals and snacks is going to have you feeling energized and fueled. I'm not an expert on this, but what I do know is that we need to keep our metabolism going. You do not need to save your calories until dinner. That's not a good strategy. Even if it's a holiday, I'm telling you, even on Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a feast. I am still waking up and having a big protein-packed breakfast and probably having my nutrition shake before the feast. Okay. I personally tend to eat about 5 or 6 times a day. Oh, and I even had it here, even on a holiday. I'm getting up, protein-packed breakfast, nutrition shake, then go to my holiday. Okay. Rather than not eating and then having 3 whole plates full of carbs and treats because I've starved myself ever since then. Another general mindset is that cutting carbs or cutting breakfast because you cheated the night before. No. Keep going. Okay. I understand this mindset of, oh, well, I actually did have the whole pizza, just as an example. Okay, that was last night. Put it all behind. Every day is a new day. Okay, you don't have to overcompensate. You do not need to skip, cheat, cut out. It's a new day. All righty. On the other hand, I had that pizza for lunch. So I might as well just go ahead and eat China buffet, Dairy Queen, since I ruined my diet, don't you think? Like I should just I failed. Let me just keep on failing. No, that's also not going to serve you, right? Okay. So don't get yourself in a mindset rabbit hole of I failed, I'm going to keep failing. No, like you had a really good pizza lunch. That was delicious, wasn't it? Okay, you had it. It's done. Keep going. Please, just keep going. I don't want you to get in a restrictive or bad or any other type of mindset with food and having something that is a treat. But my point in my title was you're just being normal. I know that you're in this course because we want to be healthy. We want to get healthy lifestyle, but I also want you to know that you can be normal. If your family wants to go out for ice cream after dinner, you can be normal and have ice cream after dinner with your family if they want to. Okay. All right. Let's talk about weekends. Oh, weekends. Let me guess. Have you ever been 100% on it Monday through Thursday? Protein packed breakfast, big, all nice, refreshing salad for lunch, lots of fresh fruits and veggies. And then by Friday, weekend baby. It's packed with carbs, sweets, drinks, out to eat, and essentially just a free for all. Give me a show of hands. Give me a show of hands. Okay. I just want to show you a little bit of reality. It may or may not be what was I going to say? Oh, I can't remember what I was going to say. Like an over exaggeration. That's what I was going to say. And it may not. This actually comes from my own personal experience. So take a listen. You may be the weekend binger. Binger meaning that it's the weekend, so you're having whatever sounds good. Typically, the daily value of the daily amount of calories is 2,000 as a reference. Don't you hear that? Like based on a 2,000 calorie diet, this is blah. Okay, so let's just put that as like a base. You may be above, below, whatever. That's the base, 2,000. Okay. A weekend binger, this example is 4,070 calories-ish. That's twice as many calories as you should be having just because it's the weekend. Let's break this down. Let's say for breakfast, you're having Wendy's, biscuits and gravy, hash browns, 460 calories, 150 calories. For lunch, you're going out to El Nopal. You're having chips and queso, obviously. 3 pork tacos, rice, and beans. 300 calories, 320, 220, 260 calories. Snack, you're throwing in an apple. Okay, 100 calories. And for Applebee's, you guys are sharing a pretzel. And then you're having the broccoli chicken Alfredo, 540, 1,220. And then for dessert, you're having a small Dairy Queen Blizzard, 500 calories. This is an example of I had biscuits and gravy and hash browns. Now I'm going to do this and this and this, and I'm not going to make any more healthy choices. This is the weekend bender, more on the lines of drinking. And this is estimated about 5,600 calories. But tell me if this kind of sounds realistic. All right. You wake up, you have breakfast, pancakes, 2 bacon strips, fruit cup, and 2 mimosas. 690, 100, 120, 200, 200 calories. For lunch, you guys park it and you move over to Buffalo Wild Wings. You're having ultimate nachos, half of it, right? Boneless wings, fries, and a margarita. 880, 440, 280, 230. Snack, cheese balls, baby. You need a little carb action. 400 calories. Dinner, you guys go back to the house and you're having 2 pieces of Papa John's pizza, 1 breadstick, and 2 beers. 330, 130, 100, 100. And then for desserts, you guys are going out. So you're having 2 seltzers, 2 shots, and then 3 a.m. taco, Taco Bell, which is 2 chalupas and 2 tacos, accumulating 100, 100 calories, 350, 150, 150, almost 6,000 calories in a day. That's about 3 times the baseline of 2,000. And tell me this is not really that far off. And maybe it is. Maybe it is because we're not, 21 years old anymore. Maybe we are, but it's just an example. So this would be more of an example of weekend balance. 2,490 calories. You went a little bit over, who cares? 2 scrambled eggs, 1 protein waffle, 1 cup of blueberries. 180 calories. For lunch, you're going out, you're getting 2 street tacos, chips, and salsa. 300. For a snack, you're having an apple and a protein shake, 100, 250. And then for dinner, you go to Applebee's and you're getting the Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp. You're keeping the potatoes on there, but you're adding in the salad and you're having 1 beer. 790, 220, 100. And then for dessert, you come home and you're having a little bit of Halo Top ice cream on the couch, 70 calories. A little bit more balanced here. Let's kind of break that down. Some things that you could notice is that you're still making a good breakfast choice. That is like something simple to do. You're enjoying, but you're not necessarily going overboard at lunch. You're still having a healthy snack. You're still getting in your protein shake. Dinner is simple. It is a protein, carb, veggie. Your Bourbon Street chicken and shrimp, your potatoes, and you added a salad to get those vegetables in. You still had a social drink, but you're not going crazy. And you still had a dessert, but it was a healthier choice. Again, these are just all examples and generalizations rather than being exact, but it's just kind of showing you how you can incorporate some healthier choices into the weekend without going completely crazy. So an overview, maybe if every day was truly 80-20, we would feel a little bit more of life balance. And maybe we could throw ourselves a margarita on a Tuesday or dessert on a Thursday and feel less likely that we need to be salad, binge all weekend long. You with me there? A little bit more balance. Out to eat. When I go out to eat, I'm typically looking to enjoy, but not overdo. And the truth is, when you get used to eating healthy and you start, and then you eat a little bit more of a treat, at least for me, it often makes my stomach hurt and feels like super bloated and very, very uncomfortable. Therefore, I typically do like a meat veggie combo and choose 1 carb treat. That's just, an example. So on the Not a Diet, a Lifestyle PDF from week 1, or I believe it was actually the welcome week, I did list some of my personal favorites from menus of restaurants that I'm surrounded by. But remember too, you can always add protein and veggies to the things that you want to hit your goals. You can add a side salad or switch the carb side for a veggie side. Not saying you can't have carbs. Or maybe add chicken to a large salad or add chicken to a flatbread, etc. The golden rule, take it or leave it. This isn't nothing crazy, but I try not to double carb. And I think this will actually be really, really helpful to you. What I mean by that is I am all about eating carbs, but I am limiting a little bit, right? And more so because I want to add in the nutritious things. So I'll pick and choose. So I'm having probably 1 at 1 setting. If I want a burger and fries, I'll likely take the bun off and get the fries. If I want chips and queso at Mexican, I'll likely get a fajita or taco salad and not eat the shell. If I want wings at B-Dubs, I'll likely get a side salad instead of fries. Kind of see where my head's at, like pick and choose a little bit so that it's not always carb and a carb. You want to be able to add in those nutritious foods from week 1. You're adding in the salad, or sometimes I'm going to be honest, I'll have 6 traditional wings and fries because I want the fries, but I'm like, but I still need the veggies, and I'll add in a side salad. I'll have 3 things because I'm not about restricting, but I am about getting my nutrition in and also enjoying. You know what I mean? Okay. The weekend mindset. I do believe in balance. Absolutely. And as I've gotten older and become a mom, the weekends are a little less weekendy, right? But overall, it's just I'm making better choices. And if we're ordering out on a Friday, sometimes it's like we could get pizza and veg out on the couch, or we could get a big pork chop from our favorite restaurant and some asparagus. And just because it's Friday doesn't mean I need to get the mac and cheese. I could get a salad. I know that we want to celebrate ourselves for working all week, but that's the thing. We don't have to, like, in a sense, too, we don't have to necessarily punish ourselves by overdoing it, making ourselves feel bloated, nasty, like tired, just because it's Friday. You can still get the side salad just because it's a Friday. You don't have to completely go crazy on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday just because it's that particular day of the week. And the more I've gotten away from generally that the weekends have to be such a treat, I've just become more and more consistent. I heard this once. You use the weekends to build your life rather than escaping from the life that you want. Interesting. Focus. Okay. I definitely want you to enjoy the weekends. You should. You deserve it. But if you can also go into the week feeling prepared and ready rather than behind, you're going to feel so much better. At the least, I think that you need to go to the grocery store, prep anything that may be helpful to you, get caught up on your housework, and have it just a little bit of a reset. This doesn't have to take you all day on a Sunday, but if you did take a couple of hours, could you imagine going into Monday and actually feeling refreshed, prepared, excited? Your lunch is packed, your breakfast is in a container ready to eat. Your lunchbox is maybe even filled and in the fridge or whatever. You have stuff to make your shake. The worst is whenever it's Monday and you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, the house is a mess. I was gone all weekend. I feel like I just laid around and now I have to reset on Monday after work. And now my fresh start doesn't even begin until Tuesday. You know what I mean? Okay. So it doesn't have to take all your day. Just use your time off to prepare yourself a little bit while you do have the time off. Disclaimer. This is important. I am setting you up for a lifestyle of overall being healthier, but I want to be clear that that's not to say that it's your anniversary with your hubs and he wants to go out to Olive Garden and you just love the big Alfredo dish with the bread. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't get it. Just because I said you shouldn't double carb, that doesn't mean that you can't do something, especially on a special occasion, okay? You don't have to be weird. You don't say, oh, I can't have Olive Garden because, I can't double carb. No, like eat the foods that you want to eat. All right. Kind of like that, how I said in the beginning, eat the foods and move on. Start the day the next day, just completely normal. Right. Or you're at a bachelorette party, eat the food that the girls provided. It's a wedding, eat the food. It's the holidays and your family fixed this nice like barbecue, eat the foods, okay? This is just like a generalization and it's more so about overall healthy and lifestyle rather than every single weekend. Kenzie said, I have to be 80-20, so I can't be 50-50. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a generalization. Don't take it too much, but just being mindful. Okay, I had to throw that out there. But one other thing that you can really do that I think will be helpful is to set up your home for success. For your counter space, instead of having a cookie jar or a chip basket, try adding a fruit basket. Put everything else up, away in a fruit basket. I have to say, the other day, I am at home and my daughter, she's a year and a half, and she doesn't talk a whole lot, but she's whining and pointing. And I'm like, this? And she's whining and pointing. And I'm like, this? And I don't know what she's really, but is it the banana? Is it the apple? You can probably picture this. And she was crying for an apple. And that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Like, oh, she wanted an apple. But I find that cool that my daughter, before she can even talk, is wanting an apple rather than cookies and chips and donuts or whatever else might be on someone's counter. She wants an apple. She knows what she wants. It's an apple. I found that actually very cool. And your kids might be the same way. Pantry, if you have a pantry, try putting the healthier snacks that you might have at your eye level so that whenever you open it up, you're looking at the things. You're more likely to pick those choices or, your cabinets. If you have cabinets, what do you have like a healthy cabinet? Right. And then another of more so a not so healthy-ish. And maybe you could even have your own healthy cabinet that's separate from the other snacks that your kids or husband might want, but you have your health cabinet. And so all your goodies that you want to eat go in there. And maybe your fridge is a little bit different. Maybe your chopped produce and easy to grab protein, such as like the yogurt cups, the P3 packs, some deli turkey, etc., could be more so at the eye level. And like the other stuff maybe goes in like the drawers. So think about that. You open up and I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head, the cheese cubes, and not that that's even bad, but I'm just saying the cheese cubes, the little like cheesecakey bites or just whatever is in the drawer. And when you open up your fridge, you're seeing, oh, I have carrot snacks all ready for me. I have celery. Look at my peanut butter dip. XYZ, right? It's a little bit more at eye level so that it's available, as well as just, another tip is having those fruits or vegetables actually cut up already. Because if you're hungry, you're hungry. And often if you find the celery, but you have to chop that celery, you might not pick it. But if it's already ready, you might, right? Okay. In closing, allowing yourself a treat a day, whatever that might look like, right? That could be, like in my example, a chocolate banana peanut butter protein shake. It's healthy, but it tastes like a treat. Or maybe it is having, hey, we went out to lunch yesterday with the other kindergarten teachers, and everybody wanted to go to this place, like a diner. Everybody was mostly getting like cheeseburger and fries, and that was the main thing that they feature, and that's fine. I treated myself with cheeseburger and fries, and guess what? I didn't overthink it. I had the delicious cheeseburger and fries and moved on with my day. I came home, I had some carrots, I had more water, whatever. Check serving sizes as you're eating them, okay? Keep the weekdays and the weekends both at 80-20. Try that. Try at least having that mindset and that in the back of your mind rather than 100% and 0%. Using the weekends to set yourself up for success and kind of going back to our week 3 of meal planning and meal prepping, getting to the grocery store, and organizing your home for success. Okay, your homework is the same, and it is our last week together, but I do have a conclusion video for to come. So I want you to still take this whole week to do your nutrition tracker. Your focus is adding in. We're adding, okay? 4 vegetables, 4 proteins, 2 fruits, and 8 cups of water. Adding those in, it's very important. Taking note of how you feel each day, whether it's in notes of your phone, Google Doc, journal, etc. Making a meal plan for you that you like, and or using the week 4 meal plan that I have in this course. Making a grocery list, checking labels at the grocery store so you're getting those lower sugar, lower fat options, meal prepping what's helpful to you, and incorporating some workouts if you want. Okay, that is it. That is all for today. I really, really hope that this helped you and will continue helping you to master your mindset around the weekends. Okay, and just with food in general. Okay, eat the foods, but also 80-20, right? And I just hope that this really helps with your mindset and that you can keep practicing these mindset, these quotes, these behaviors. And so that is all I have for you for this week. I would love to hear from you. I want to hear your feedback. How was this course? How was this week? Email me and let me know. But for now, you've got work to do. you've got to work on that mind. You've got to get prepared. You got to check out the resources that I have for you and have an awesome week.